My eyes burn from sleep deprivation and overconsumption of caffeine. I stayed up way too late last night. I had only intended to send one message to Natsuki just so that she had my number too. It quickly turned into a conversation that lasted pretty much all evening and into the night. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of cute emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kinda saw that one coming. We ended up agreeing to meet up after class and walk to the clubroom together. So here I am, stood outside Class 3B. I was quite surprised to find out that she was a third year like the rest of the club. Apparently, I just missed her 18th birthday party a couple of days before I joined up. Yeah, I guess that could make sense in the plus logic where everyone is 18. I wait until about 5 minutes after the bell rang. Still no sign of her. Her classroom door was ajar, so I take a peek inside. There she is. Natsuki is just packing her books away. Class must have run over time. She looks pretty annoyed. Seething, actually. Class was only 5 minutes late. Surely she's not that angry about it. Natsuki, a word if you please. Ugh. Yes, ma'am. I won't tolerate outbursts like that in my class any further. Do you understand? But they started it! They stole my book! The teacher produces the item in question from her drawer, clearly having been confiscated. She looks down her nose at the cover. I can't see it well, but there's a lot of pastel pink on it. She reads the title aloud. Cupcake Princess. Her face contorts with distaste as she says it and plops the manga volume onto the desk in front of Natsuki. Was this worth reacting the way you did? Using language like that? Yes, they took my stuff and started tossing it around and no one would help me. And in my defense, they are a pair of Miss Shirai, this is exactly the kind of immaturity I've come to expect from you. I'm going to spare you detention this once because you two shouldn't have taken your those two shouldn't have taken your belongings. But disrupt my class again and I'll see to it that you make up all that wasted time in your lunch breaks. Are we clear? But they will be dealt with separately. Only because Ashina's dad's golf buddies with the principal. That's enough. You are walking a fine line right now. Get out before I change my mind and take that garbage with you. She gestures to the manga on the table. Maybe Monica can find you some more mature reading material. It might do your attitude some good. Stifling any further protest, Monica wordlessly grabs her book, turns and heads for the door. Her eyes meet mine for a horrible moment and I duck into the corridor. Hey Natsuki. What? You ready for the literature club? I've got parfagels with me. Shall we go and read the next chapter? Sure. We start to walk towards the club room, up the stairs, and past the vocational classrooms. Natsuki has just been staring straight forward the entire time, not saying so much as a word. The tension is getting to be too much for me. I have to break the silence. I open my mouth without any kind of plan of what to say, and just a few awkward noises come out. Yeah, relatable. You got something to say? I was just wondering what happened back there. Is someone giving you trouble? I've got it under control, okay? Are you sure? You can talk to me about it if you like. Do you want me to say something to them even? Ugh, just no! What are you gonna do? Step in and be the big hero saving the damsel in distress? I don't need a knight in shining armor to save me, you know? I know. What do you mean, you know? You're a strong girl. You can take care of yourself. But you don't have to. That's what friends are for, right? Nice try, John. But people here are all the same. No one thinks I can do anything by myself. Everyone just treats me like a kid. That Natsuki enters the club room. Damn it, I just wanted to help her. I follow her inside. Natsuki glances around. Monica's in the club room. And I thought we were late. Ugh. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today?
Not me.
Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual.
I hope she's okay.
Of course she's okay. She probably just had something to do today. Or someone.
You don't think she has a...
I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined.
That's true.
Excuse me! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. Hope you guys weren't worried or anything.
Monica just to club with her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed.
Boyfriend? I wish. Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have had the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano.
That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica.
Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will.
Yay!
That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, John. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently. And I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? You'll have to ask Yuri or Sayori. We weren't exactly on time either. I chose to leave out Natsuki's little altercation with her teacher. I should ask her about that later. I was so busy trying to get her out of there that I didn't think to inquire. Do they always treat her like that? It looks like everyone has already settled down for now. Sayori is conversing with Monica on the finer points of beginner's piano. Yuri's back to her book and Natsuki's looking over to me with a surprisingly analytical gaze. So long before Natsuki comes up to me expectantly. Are we doing this or what? Yeah. Don't worry, I said I had it, didn't I? I pulled the first volume of Perfegos from my back. Out from my back. Natsuki takes it from my hands, then quickly turns it over, presumably to check for wrinkles. Hey, I'm not that careless. I handle manga all the time, you know. I just wanted to make sure. Can you blame me for being paranoid? I don't get people my manga every day, you know. That's true. I don't blame you. Well, anyway, let me put this one back. I'm gonna get the next one, okay? Natsuki makes her way to the closet. I follow. So you're gonna tell me everything you thought, right? Where did this volume leave off again? I forget. The chapter ended with Minori and Hell has found MONICA! Natsuki's voice resonates out from inside the closet. That doesn't bode well. I peer inside. All of Natsuki's books are lined up on the top shelf. Did you move my manga again? Sorry. The teacher got mad at me for taking up so much space in her closet. So I had to move some stuff around and clean up a little bit. It's all still there. I just had to organize it a bit. Ugh. The top shelf is 4 above Natsuki's head. She makes a futile hop trying to figure out how to reach her manga. Yeah, no. I'm moving these all back down. There's plenty of room on these shelves. And besides, they're all really pretty to look when they're all lined up. Why would you waste it on the top shelf? Natsuki, there's a stool on the wall right there. In the closet, there's a collapsible stool that's hanging on the wall. If you want, I can reach up there and hand them to you. Ugh! What is it with you? Look at me! I'm John. Natsuki can't do anything for herself. Gee, I hope she doesn't swallow her tongue or something. Natsuki grabs the stool from the wall and unfolds it a little too violently. What is it this time? You think I'm too short or something? I mean, in this particular case, I knew it! Well, you know what? Just watch me. Natsuki hops onto the stool, which ends up being a little wobbly because of its collapsible design. careful. I know what I'm doing, jerk face! Standing on the stool, Natsuki's fingertips reached the top shelf. There'd still be enough for me to easily grab the books, but Natsuki's being stubborn as usual. Natsuki uses her fingers to scoot one of the smaller boxes to the edge of the shelf. It's more like a... but I kind of just a growl came out. See? The box suddenly tips. Natsuki barely catches it before it falls to the floor. The stool wobbles. Losing balance, Natsuki skips off the stool. Thankfully, she was able to stay on her feet. She holds the box triumphantly. Struck the landing! It struck the landing! Almost fell. Natsuki's a bit shaken up. Jeez. Look, you don't need to prove yourself to me, but there's no way you'll be able to get the bigger boxes like that. I can reach them, so just... How are you not getting this? I don't want your help, okay? Fine. I'm gonna get a chair, so just hang on. Natsuki forces her way past me out of the closet. Let's see. The classroom chairs have the desks attached, so they're too inconvenient to fit into the closet. Aha! Natsuki trots over to the teacher's desk, which has a computer chair behind it. She rolls it on its wheels back over to the closet. It's a little dangerous since the chair swivels and rolls, but I've already learned my lesson, so I keep my mouth shut. Shh. Natsuki climbs into the chair, then slowly bounces into her feet. Since she refuses my help, I take a seat with my back against the side of the doorway and simply watch. Woo, next CG. Aha! There we go! See, I can easily do it now. Natsuki grabs a stack of manga and bends down to put it on the shelf below. The chair swivels. Natsuki catches herself on the shelf. What are you doing? Can you at least hold the chair steady instead of sitting and doing nothing? Wait, what? Who was it who told me not to help? Yeah. I got you. I hold the chair while Natsuki reaches back up. I can almost see up her skirt? Oh crap! I forced myself to turn away. Natsuki seriously didn't think this through. Once she realizes, I'll be dead. Hup! Natsuki wraps her arms around the figure's box set, easily the largest one on the shelf. Oh, jeez, this is the big one. Hey, John. I don't think you can bend down without falling. Hurry and take this one. But then I have to let go of the chair. That's fine. Just for a second. Hurry up. Alright. Let me just stand up. I slowly release my grip from the chair. What do you mean, stand up? Natsuki looks down at me. Why are you all the way back? Oh, hell no! Natsuki looks like she just realized something, but she loses her balance as she moves. Natsuki, the box. What in the hell are you looking at? Natsuki, the box! You're trying to look at my... Natsuki's legs shake. Natsuki! The box! You perv! You set me up! Go away! Get out! But I'll do it myself! The chair slowly swivels beneath Natsuki's feet. Natsuki! The scene turns into chaos in a split second. The chair flies from under Natsuki's feet. Frantically, I try to catch her. The box tumbles out of her hands and the books go flying. I got you! The full force of Natsuki's body against me throws me to the ground. A whole bunch of books pelt me in the face. Natsuki tries to shield herself with her own arms as her face lands straight on my chest. My right arm and my back seriously felt the impact. Natsuki comes to her senses. She presses her arm straight into me to prop herself up. Natsuki seems to realize that it's not the floor that's beneath her. Gross! A hard punch from a powerful tiny fist strikes my chest. Natsuki then hoists herself to her feet. What were you thinking? You son of a... Everything okay over there? I heard a loud noise. Monica suddenly peers in. Oh, wow. Am I interrupting something? Monica! See what happens when you put the manga on the top shelf? Are you trying to kill your club members or something? Jeez! Sorry. Oh, one more thing. It seems like the most recent club member is a total pervert. A pervert. So I hope you're happy. Monica shoots me a disappointed look. Monica, I swear to God. To be fair, this looks really bad. I didn't do anything, I swear. I know, don't worry. Monica says that quietly to me, her mouth contorting into a smirk as she wanders off. Looks like I'm off the hook. Oh no! My... Huh? I look down. Natsuki's kneeling on the floor, holding one of the books that are scattered all over. There's a large diagonal crease along the page that she's desperately trying to smooth out. It must have landed on the page. Natsuki tries a bit more to fix the crease, but she can't get it out. Suddenly she gives up and slams the book shut, then throws it to the floor. Instead of continuing to yell, she just lowers her head. Natsuki, are you... No! Natsuki's voice squeaks. I see tears on her face. I'll help get the crease out, okay? It's partially my fault, so... Natsuki shakes her head, still looking down. No. I don't even care that much. I'm just... having a really bad day today. Natsuki sobs again. I didn't mean to take it out on you. I really didn't mean to! All you've done all day is be nice to me and try to help me. And once again, I'm just being a total bitch. That's all I ever do. Why do you even hang out with me? It's fine. Is there anything you want to talk about? Natsuki shakes her head. Just... every day is so hard. In class, at home. At home? What? I just want to come to the club and... Natsuki falls silent again. I can't press her, so I can only do what I know how to do. Alright. Well, I'll help clean this up. And I'll move the rest of your manga for you. I pick up volume 2 of Parfait Girls. We'll set this one aside. This'll help you cheer up a bit, right? I've been looking forward to this all day. Natsuki looks up with her glossy eyes. Her lip quivers. You're a really sweet guy. You know? Huh? That sounds really strange coming from Natsuki. I didn't expect it at all, and I end up blushing up to my ears. My chest feels tight. Why am I so nervous all of a sudden? Well, I'm just treating you like a friend, you know? A friend, huh? Natsuki lowers her head and stifles another sob. After seeing what she went through in class today, being nice is the least I could do. What did she mean about home? Thinking about it gives me a feeling of dread that I just can't shake. The next couple minutes are silent between us as I begin gathering the scattered books. I make sure to slip them into the box in the correct order. After a little bit, Natsuki starts helping. It isn't long before we're done, and I hoist the box onto the shelf where Natsuki wanted to put it. Then I get on the stool and quickly finish moving the rest of her books from the top shelf. Alright, that should do it. I hop off the stool. I'm opening a can right now, give me a second. Natsuki averts her gaze. Things. It's nothing. Natsuki's holding the volume I set aside in her hands. Alright, I'm ready. Good. Even if you weren't, I'd make you anyway. You would take responsibility for what you said. The thing about cheering me up. If you insist. Oh, and John? Did you really, not look at my skirt? No, ma'am, I did not. Your loss. We sit in the same spot as last time, and I open the second volume. Natsuki's mood quickly improves, laughing and pointing things out to me. She's surprisingly sharp, making note of a lot of subtle repeated jokes and background elements. In the end, I'm pretty impressed by how everything ties together in this manga. I guess Natsuki has good taste after all. After some time, Monica gets our attention as usual, and it's time to share poems again. Guess I'll be holding on to this for now. Yep! Even you sound more enthusiastic this time. Well, I'm starting to get into it, but you were already into it last time. You're already getting invested. Told you. Yeah. I return to my seat and slip the book into my bag. Okay, everyone. Have something a little different planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sorta. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. She has been working on posters and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica. Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite the poems too. It's just putting it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Yuri's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys, no, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that, so I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event, they each put on a good performance. That will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun.
That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and you remain silent. Sayuri looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayuri and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with.
Alright.
Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice.
That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other.
No way!
Monica! This is so too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable.
Can I go next?
Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through a notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. Monica's diction is smooth and her composition professional, pretty much perfect. Yuri, spurred on by Monica's reading, asked to go after her. She was timid to start, but as the words flowed out, her passion and fire rose to the surface. She went next, but despite her enthusiasm, she choked a little when in front of an audience. Once she got going, though, she delivered a heartfelt and genuine reading. I went after that, not all flat but clear at least. Natsuki went last. Her composition, as usual, was simple yet effective. Her reading of the words, energy, and rhythm in a way that couldn't be conveyed by a written piece. It was pretty impressive, but then everyone was today, except me, maybe. Okay, everyone, I think that just about wraps it up for today. Thank you all for your hard work today. You were all great. Sayori settles up to me expectantly, ready to begin our ritual walk home together. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep.
You too. Oh, you always walk home together, right? It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, John. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori's being all quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori.
Oh, sorry, I was spacing out.
Sorry? No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to...
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day, Natsuki has to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? You kind of put me on the spot here. Honestly though, nah.
But she's so cute and fun to be around.
Yeah, she is. I like her a lot. And I really like seeing her in the club every day. But I spread my arms for emphasis. This is our thing, and I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, John. You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Sayori, I've already made up my mind. So maybe chill out a little, okay?
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? Natsuki seemed kind of interested earlier. The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but I want to respect her and keep her happy too. As I return home after seeing Sayori to her door, I notice that I've already received another text from Natsuki. Even though it's innocuous chatter about buffet girls, I already know it'll be a long night. We're up texting into the night again. She tells me about all the girls who had been bullying her. Her and Yuri, as it turns out. When they'd found out that Natsuki liked manga, they had spread a whole lot of rumors about her. The girls are pretty popular, so people were just happy to take what they'd heard at face value and believe them. When Yuri stepped in to defend Natsuki, they did the same to her too. Brutal. I wish there was more I could do, but it looks like I can only treat the symptoms and not the cause. I don't know when this mod, like the demo, came out. I wonder if it's like... I might need to check it out a little bit. Because while Natsuki has like short hints of like bullying, it was usually always, even in the main game, presented to be her friends. Like even in the main game, Monika's like in like Act 3 talking about how her friends treat her and that like the teasing really got to Natsuki from her friends. So I wonder if it's like those are like her ex-friends. And that could also bleed like into the side story universe maybe. If it helps though, then that's what I'll do. I tried to talk about what's so bad at home, but she stonewalled me, so I rapidly changed the subject. Baby steps, I guess. Telling her that I'm off to bed, I received one more text from Natsuki. See you tomorrow after class. Night, babe. Babe, XXX. It's still a grin creeps along my face. I'm not sure whether it's because she said something so Natsuki, or that's because of the kisses at the end of the message and the connotations they bring with them. She called you babe. Last night I planned to join Natsuki and Yuri for lunch. Apparently, they found a nice quiet eating spot in an empty classroom on the top floor. I arrived at the designated room and peeked my head through the door. Oh, John, you're here. Yuri sits at a desk in the classroom unpacking her lunch. It beautifully prepared bento. Another box sits next to it. There's no sign of Natsuki yet. Come and take a seat. I park myself next to the beaming Yuri and unpack my much less impressive sandwich. She looks me over, smiling the whole time. You seem to have settled into the literature club rather well, I must say. It's been less than a week, but it already feels like you're a part of the furniture. You think? I guess I have you guys to thank. You all gave me such a warm welcome. I'm glad you think so. Having you here has been wonderful. Seeing Yuri looking at me like that causes my blood to rush my cheeks. Ah! The room temperature also appears to have risen significantly. Good, I guess. Grinning to myself, I turn my attention to my lunch. I struggle with a sealed pack of rice crackers. Isn't that usually a little bit you can tear? You notice the issue I'm having? Need a hand? There's no little tapping on this to get it open. Wish you had something sharp. I bring the package to my mouth to bite into the corner. Don't do that. You'll hurt your teeth. Here. Taking the package out of my hand, she reaches into her bag and pulls something out. A small but beautifully ornate lock knife, which she deftly flips open and strips the top of the bag of crackers. She strips the top off of the pack of crackers. She flips the knife closed, stowing it in her bag again, and hands me the opened pack. Here you go. Thanks. I offer a cracker to Yuri and then begin to munch them down. That's one hell of a knife you got there, Yuri. Isn't it? It's so pretty, don't you think? I actually have quite the collection at home. So many styles of blade. I'm sorry, I was getting a little carried away there. That's cool. It's just, do you really think it's a good idea to be carrying that around in school? Well, I hadn't even thought of that. Oh my goodness, what if a teacher decided to search my bag? I'm sure you'll be okay. Just keep it well hidden is all. Yeah, maybe keep it in like these pockets you have in your uniform. Wait a second, I want to quickly check if it's recording well, but it seems to be. Especially after all this Natsuki stuff, the first video I ever recorded, my BTS? What the fuck? My OBS froze at some point and I had to replay like the visuals. The audio was there, but I had to replay the visuals. That's why I also ended up like taking just the ending of the Yuri route because it was pretty bothersome to cut the Yuri route and the Natsuki route that what I said at the ending of that. So I kind of just took the ending of the Yuri route and left it at that. And just kind of cut it all together because it was really bothersome to also just go through the entire thing again. Yeah. But continue eating. Natsuki still hasn't turned up. I hope she isn't in trouble again. Hey, John. I was thinking, instead of reading manga today, would you like to maybe read that book that I gave for you? Do you have it with you? I nearly choked on my soda. That thing has been rattling around in my bag since she gave it to me. I haven't even touched it. I believe so. Good. I didn't bring mine, but we can share, right? It might be a good reason for us to get a little closer. She leans in, her face inches from mine. I can smell the jasmine oil in her hair. We could spend the afternoon reading together. All I would have to do is put Natsuki off for a day. She wouldn't mind, right? What would I miss, really? Other than that smile on Natsuki's face. Shit. Sorry, Yuri, I made a promise to Natsuki. Oh, I see. Sorry, I didn't realize you two were... like that. Like that? Like what? Oh. Oh. What's up, losers? What? Sneak attack. Hello to you too. Jeez. Where have you been anyway? It's over to lunchtime already. just had to talk to the home ec teachers about a few things. Come on, scooch up! Natsuki wedges herself into the gap between me and Yuri, and I flush even redder. I had maybe thought about Natsuki this way sort of hypothetically, but I never imagined in any real capacity that she might feel that way about me. That this might become something real. No lunch again? Nah, I forgot it again. Rolling her eyes, Yuri slides her spare bento over to Natsuki, whose eyes light up immediately. Yay! Thanks, Yuri. You're the best. Don't mention it. Yuri stares at her feet pensively as Natsuki digs in. Man, I hope I didn't upset her too much by turning her down. Turning her down? Was she going to confess to me? Nah, I'm reading way too deeply into this. She probably just wants to become better friends, that's all. Yuri, I promise one day we'll read that book together. But right now... Natsuki taps me on the shoulder, rousing me from the depths of introspection. Hey John, Yuri is such a good cook! Those homemade this homemade bento or those homemade bentos do look pretty good. Ah no, bento may be in plural. I know, right? Try this! She jabs a piece of teriyaki chicken with her chopsticks, and before I can react, jams it directly into my mouth. An indirect kiss? You say something? No. Huh. With that, Natsuki turns her attention to her food, which she obliterates in fairly short order. She must have been hungry. I wonder how often she forgets her lunch that Natsuki thought to bring a spare. Yummy! Thanks so much, Yuri! Natsuki turns to her and wraps her arms around her in a tight embrace. Crap! Is that the time? It's not the time! We gotta get to class! See you later! John, meet me outside my class again, okay? Sure. We both head off to our respective classes, revitalized by a hearty lunch. Aww. Class is thrown on as usual. Poor Yuri. I mean, we can't change our feelings. If we are attracted to Natsuki and want to spend more time with her, then that's just it. But Yuri has every right to be sad about it too. Her feelings are also valid. Class is thrown on as usual. I don't care. All I think about is what Yuri said. Me and Natsuki. The more I think about it, the more I like the sound of it. Classes are over before I even know it. Time to head to my home away from home. I wanted to try something. There is no... Oh. Natsuki met at the literature club after meeting up after class. Okay. Let's keep it a bit of faster speed after I've gotten used to it already. But I do prefer when it's not just bam, bam. I was actually kind of just wondering how it would also be with auto. Oops. Thank God I don't have the skip button activated. Let's now reach the clubroom after meeting up after class. When we reach the clubroom, we see that Monica is late again. It's not too long before she graces us with her presence, however. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Huh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival, but the whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica! Monica! Do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people. Tea is still too hot. I didn't say I don't like it. Besides, what do you mean by You of all people.
Because it's right in your name. Monika.
Sorry, there was, some of my friends are really good at Japanese, and sometimes I remember, like, how hard he started laughing at this joke, and it makes me want to laugh too, just because he doesn't, I'm not saying he doesn't laugh often, but usually there's kind of a separate laughter too. I'm enjoying myself with my friends and I find something funny for him. Like, it's a very different laughter. Like, one is like kind of like the normal laugh that you kind of expect from a person, but his other laughter is like kind of, it sounds kind of unusual, especially coming from him. And he just like really seems to like really stupid puns. Spiders for Undertales, there's like one character that makes the joke, "Ice to meet you," and oh my god, I didn't expect him to. It was like he wouldn't stop. I guess he likes really, really bad puns, but it was, I don't know. I just remembered his laughter right now at this joke, and I need to stop. I'm shaking. I'm sweating. It's too warm in here for this. Oh God, where did that come from? Oh. Why is this happening to me right now? I just need to continue. I can't keep looking at this line and. But shut it, dummy. That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Huh? Never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. So Sayori is down again. But why is she... I wonder why she's down again. Like, is Monica interfering again? Is that what we should be thinking? Like, she did warn us, but I feel like since she warned us... I'll have to see. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my head in front of her face. Huh? You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Oh my god, my voice is... Oh my god, it's damaged. I've damaged it. Huh. Is everything alright?
Of course. Why would that be?
It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me.
I'm so sorry. I don't know why. I just remembered it again. Oh, it's such a serious scene, and poor Sayori, and here I am laughing about fucking Monica. Well, I'm not even laughing about the pun. I'm just laughing about my friend laughing about it. Why is it in my head now? How?
I'm fine, see?
Sayori shows me a big smile. It's fake as hell.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone.
Sayori, if you say so. I already glanced at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. John, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything about Sayori recently? Anything up with her? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Yeah. I think I see what you mean. Monica peers across the room at Sayuri, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. I could have sworn I checked. She should be... She trails off, not finishing her sentence, as if shaking off the thought. So I guess Monica didn't do anything. There was something I read that I didn't fully understand. Maybe it's related to that, because it sounded kind of like also something related to coding. I don't remember what the the post was. It was about... No, I think something else is influencing it. I think I know that much. I don't want to spoil anything. I doubt that anyone's watching this who hasn't played the mods because, like, you know, you can download them for free and then put them into your own game. But I just want to make sure I don't spoil too much. But I think there might be something else influencing this. Although I think you could kind of come to the conclusion as well if you just think, like, Monica doesn't seem to be doing anything, but somehow Sayuri seems to have gone to this. Yeah, but she's not really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. No. It's important to me too. As her friend and as president. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. She seems like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, John. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? You probably don't know this, but Zaya talks about you more than anything else, you know? Huh? She's been so much happier since you joined the club. What? Nah. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Are you really that dense? You have to look deeper than that, John. Have you ever thought that maybe you've always seen her so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I'm sorry. What do I know anyway? It's not like I've ever succeeded in bringing her any happiness. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. So yeah, this isn't Monica's influence, and I feel like... I suppose Sayuri isn't, like, out of character because something appears to be influencing her. And it's not just, like, intended to be, like... It's a bit bothersome when mods are like, Sayuri... Like, Sayuri does have some suicidal ideation, most likely, always, but... I feel like, especially, like, in this order, like, going in this order, and that the days, and suddenly she gets worse... I feel like there needs to be, like, generally something happening. Like, maybe it could still be like, this is a bad day, but I feel like it would change in the future, then again. It's like... Zara's depression is being impacted by Monica's coding here in this part of the story. Like, even though she is depressed and has, like, some type of suicidal ideation, the point where she's pushed to something is, like... First and foremost, Sunday is most likely the worst day, with Monica's influence as well, and it was most likely the emotional turmoil. Like, she must have felt very guilty about confessing to us, like her depression and her romantic relationship, like her romantic feelings, and then there's all the stress and emotions welling up inside her after the confession and whatever response we gave. So many feelings that must be going on inside her head then, and that's what eventually pushes her over the edge, and like combined with Monica's coding. And for it to come to the exact same day again of like her attempting something like that, it would be like a very bad day in an emotional situation once again, most likely. Like a similar setup like that again. But without Monica's influence, we don't really have any confirmation that like an event like that will happen. Like, what I'm trying to say is her getting worse again, like her depression worsening on Thursday and then being down at dumps on Friday, and then all of a sudden it's still like so bad on Sunday. It's like that's because of Monica's influence. It makes sense that she has bad days and bad weeks, most likely, where it's like worse than usual. But it definitely wouldn't express itself the same way that it would with like how it happens in the main game, because there's a bit of a difference between how it would go down into the dumps with her well-being, as much as she can be well, with like her normal depression, like she's having it's setting her, it's being worse than usual again, and like Monica's influence. Those would express themselves to a certain degree, at least differently, and like I've seen mods where it's like for some reason Monica has no influence, but for some reason it seems to be happening in the same order again. Depending on how important it is to the story, I might not really think too much about it, but if it's important to the story, then I feel like it should have a bit more of a reason, or it should be like spaced differently or paced differently, like the development to getting that bad. Because like the way it's in the main game is because of Monica, not just her having a bad week. And if it's just like suddenly a bad week, I'm going to use week here, then it would act out most likely a bit differently compared to here. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, resting her hand on her shoulder. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. Just nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you! Huh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Oh. I was just gonna sit there and keep staring at nothing. There isn't that much time, so... sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried! I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. Damn it. Sorry, I had to speak to Monica about something. Sorry for wasting your time. Jeez, now you make me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, then you can just tell me to leave you alone and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Sayori? Thinking about her? Been? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh! Natsuki exhales. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then she would be the first person she would go to, right? Well, I guess that's true. There's a plane somewhere? I mean, some people just have those days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe she just needs some space. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then she'll make it a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought of it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with the book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Yeah, she really does. Don't get the wrong idea or anything. She's like family to me. We've been friends for a very long time. It's not to be worried about the people you care about. I mean, you worried about me, so... I was not! Jeez. If you're fine, then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. We continue to read Parfait Girls, but don't really get much further. I guess I'm a little distracted. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica goes out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to read their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she shoots me a weird glance. I wonder how it went with Sayori. Poem sharing was pretty much as normal. The girls seem to be improving, as am I hope. Afterwards, Natsuki approaches me. Oh, but Sayori stays. Good job today! Maybe you're not a complete amateur. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course! You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seems like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Really? You think? I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like... it's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that. Or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be a good writer? That's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Dude, what? My writing is obviously the best, right? Right. It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? John, please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from you. I know I sound stupid, but there's a reason I never showed my poems before this. Natsuki. Because nobody even takes me seriously! What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, "That's so cute," just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? Except you. Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because the lips started to quiver. I looked down. Her fists are clenched really tightly, and one of them is a piece of her notepaper getting more and more scrunched. Hey Natsuki, if you're not careful you rip your own poem. I gently grabbed the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I placed it flat on her desk and smoothed out the wrinkles that she put into it. That's not today's poem! Don't read it! Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's a new one and it's not any good. And I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I love your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it, but I know you better now. And it's wrong for you to think your style's more amateur than hers. And so Yuri, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're way, way more than that. Natsuki, you're doing it again! Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forced herself to extend her arms and set her poem on the table. You can read it. Just do it that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward, because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty, because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller, because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger, because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer, because you think of me. Because you. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say it. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't just say that! Tell me, what do you think the point point of writing is expressing things that you can't just say. Yeah. Sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. A lot. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do so, Natsuki takes my hands and pushes them back away. Her small, soft hand surprised me with their assertion. I don't want it! Huh? Why not? I just don't! Jeez. I realize what Natsuki is doing. Unable to be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I'm going to keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good! If you didn't, I would... Never mind. Just... I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so... Go put it away before someone sees it, okay? Yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat so I can put away Natsuki's poem. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second! Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Huh? Something that sounded a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. She must have slipped out at some point. It seems you're right. Sayori helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. What the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on! She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? I thought she'd want to walk home with John like she always does. So much for you two being so touchy-feely. No! First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Maybe she's getting jealous of another certain someone. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people? Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier, and she's just a little nauseous. Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparation, so... let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri... Yuri, you can... Guys? Can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No! That's not it at all! You're the most talented person here, you know? No, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave her enough credit, but I can tell things even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case. But for Kendo's ability of my own, then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to upset the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk and focuses and starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, John. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, with Natsuki you have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. Everyone looks straight at me. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Huh? I thought he was getting the dirty work. That's because... Never mind, okay? John, we'll arrange stuff by text. You've already got my number anyway. You already have his number? No way. It doesn't mean anything. It was just for emergencies. Yeah. Just in case. Nobody is buying it. Well, anyway, you'd be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri's being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes! Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome! I don't think that really counts. What about you, John? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts pouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything, says the one who gets really upset when you pick Yuri. Well, it might not be just that. I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general, having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Figure it out for yourself. You isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. We're the only ones. Yuri isn't taken aback at all. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah! I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Eh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you have no idea when we are meeting. Oh, that's true. I have no idea that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. There is something of a pregnant pause. A telltale furrow in her brow informs me that she is clearly working up the courage to say something. So, seeing as the cinnamon bun already flew the coop, do you more wanna... maybe... I don't know... Natsuki, I would love to walk home with you. Didn't you say that you didn't care all that much? I guess, if you insist. But I thought she was asking me. Never mind, that girl is hard to follow sometimes. It doesn't change the fact that her company would be welcome for the trip home. Not gonna lie though, it won't be the same without Sayori. Natsuki didn't actually live far from me, so walking her to her house wouldn't be a huge detour. We walk past Sayori's. I look up at the window in time to see a curtain twitch. I hope she's feeling better. I did feel a little like a traitor walking home with Natsuki instead of her. She was the one who left early. Surely she can't hold it against me. Okay. Give me another moment again. I'll just speak for the time being so I don't have to cut something out of again, because I hate cutting out like while music is playing, but this is something important. So what can I talk about and take care of this at the same time? I don't know. I really like bread. Yeah, it's delicious. I have made 2 bread songs for a friend. 2 bread raps. Of course, nothing serious, but yeah, it's that anyway. Okay, at least I'm done now. I need to check someone something because they were worried about something. I just need to do that real quick. But I hate cutting out parts. I will probably cut that other part out because there was like a really long pause where I wasn't saying anything. On the way to hers, Natsuki and I discuss our plans for the weekend. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I need to pick up a few things. I'll supply equipment. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over my house, but that would kill me. Really? Whenever you talk about him, he seems kinda strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything when my dad is home. I can't even beg at home. I have to use the home ec room in my lunch break. Ugh. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah. I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh. So I'm not just getting the dirty work after all then? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. But I was really looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for reacting. Anyway, this is your place, isn't it? See you on Sunday. Oh! Never mind. See you then. She pauses and takes a deep breath before stepping through her front door.